Chandamama Ramayanam, Part 16. In accordance with Rama's command, Bharat rose, touched the water in ritual purity, touched Rama, and spoke to everyone as follows. Listen, all of you. I did not desire the kingdom from my father, nor did I desire it from my mother. I do not agree to Rama going to the forest. In Rama's place, I will live in forest exile for 14 years. And in my place, let Rama rule the kingdom. That will be as though the father's command has been obeyed. Hearing these words, Rama was taken aback and said, How can exchanging the kingdom and the forest exile be called obedience to a father's word? There can be no graver wrong than my giving up forest exile and ruling the kingdom. When these 14 years are completed, Bharat and I will rule the kingdom together. Those gathered around were pleased by Rama's words, and also by Bharat's words. They said to Bharat, My son, do as Rama has said. Let him discharge his debt to his father. Rama was happy, but a stone seemed to fall upon Bharat's heart. At last, Bharat asked Rama for his sandals. Rama put those sandals upon his feet and gave them to Bharat. Bharat said to Rama, If not you, then your sandals themselves will protect the world. I will live in the attire of an ascetic, eating fruits and roots. I will entrust the burden of the kingdom to these sandals, remain outside the town, and wait for your return. If you do not come on the day after 14 years have passed, I will enter the fire. Rama agreed to this. Embracing Bharat, he said, Protect your mother. If you become angry with her, then swear it upon me and upon Sita. Now go and return. And he wept. Bharat worshipped Rama's sandals, adorned with gold ornaments, and circumambulated Rama. After that, Rama saw off his mothers and the others, and returned to the leaf hut. Placing Rama's sandals upon his head, Bharat mounted the chariot along with Shatrugna. Vashisht, Vamdev, Jabli, and others went ahead. With his family and attendants, Bharat set out on the return journey and came to Bharadwaja's hermitage. He told him everything that had happened and took leave of him. Travelling by way of Sringabarpura, he finally reached Ayodhya. As he rode through the streets of Ayodhya in his chariot, the city appeared lifeless to him. He said to Shatrugna, All the radiance of Ayodhya has departed with Rama. Bringing his mothers to Ayodhya, Bharat said to Vashisht and the others, I cannot live in Ayodhya without Rama. I will go to Nandigrama, and from there I will oversee the kingdom, waiting for Rama's return. The ministers also agreed to this arrangement. Taking leave of his mothers, Bharat mounted the chariot with Shatrugna and set out for Nandigrama, taking the ministers and Vashisht with him. Even though he had not commanded them to follow him, the army too moved with him to Nandigrama. In Nandigrama, Bharat gave orders that a white royal umbrella and other royal honors should be rendered to the sandals. To wipe away the ill fame that had come to him because of his mother, the noble Bharat wore matted locks, tied on bark garments, assumed the attire of an ascetic, stayed in Nandigrama, and ruled the land of Kosala. He would report every matter of state to those sandals. He would offer, as sacred food, to the sandals the gifts brought by the vassals. Thus, the coronation that ought to have been performed for Rama was performed for Rama's sandals. After Bharat left, Rama remained in that leaf hut for some time. Gradually, he came to know something. The sages belonging to the hermitages in that region were pointing at Rama and whispering among themselves. Along with this, he also learned that they were about to abandon their hermitages and leave. Wishing to find out what all this meant, Rama went to an aged sage who was the head of the sages and asked, They say that all of you are leaving your hermitages. Neither I, nor my younger brother, nor my wife, have unknowingly done anything that ought not to be done, have we? To this, the head of the sages replied, You have done nothing, but because of you, the Rakshasas are causing great fear to the sages. Ravana's younger brother, named Khara, has come to Janasthana and has driven away the sages there. Some day, calamity will encircle us as well. Therefore, we wish to leave this region. You are a warrior, and moreover you are living here with your wife. It is better even for you to leave this place. After that, The sages there went away to another hermitage far off. Rama, however, stayed there for some time and decided that it would be good for him also to leave that region. Accordingly, he set out with Sita and Lakshman and went to the hermitage of the great sage Atri. Atri received them as though they were his own children and personally arranged hospitality for them. Then the great sage Atri called his world-renowned wife Anasuya and introduced her to them. At that time, Anasuya was very old. Her hair had turned completely white. Her limbs had grown slack. Yet her ascetic power was unmatched. The great sage Atri said to Rama, "Once, when there was no rain and a famine came for 10 years, she, by her ascetic power, made the Ganga flow and caused fruits and roots to grow for the sages. On another occasion, she made 10 nights become like a single night. Tell Sita to bow to her." Rama said to Sita, "You have heard the words of this great soul. Bow to Lady Anasuya. It will bring you auspiciousness." Sita told Anasuya her name, bowed to her, and asked after her well-being. Seeing Sita, Anasuya was greatly delighted and said, "Dear child, you have left behind your relatives, your prosperity, your pride, everything, and have come to the forests following your husband as the dharma of wifely devotion. Your fortune is truly fortune. My child, I have thought deeply and seen this. There is no one who protects a woman at all times like her husband does. Like this, follow your husband and fulfill the dharma of wifely devotion." Sita replied with great humility, "My husband is virtuous, compassionate, righteous, and has unwavering love for me. To me, he is like a mother, like a father, and he is of captivating form. What is there in serving such a husband? From childhood itself, I have known the duties of wifely devotion. When I came to the forest, my mother-in-law Kausalya taught me that dharma. Now I am hearing the same words from your lips as well." As Sita spoke sweetly, Anasuya was greatly pleased. She said to Sita, "My child, if you have any wish, tell me. I will fulfill it." Hearing these words, Sita was astonished and replied, "Even your saying these words is worth 10,000 gifts to me. Even so, what I give out of my joy, you must accept," said Anasuya. And she gave Sita a divine garland of flowers, a sari, some ornaments, a fragrant paste to apply to the body, and a fine perfumed sandal ointment. Then Anasuya asked Sita, "I have heard that your husband married you in the Swayamvar. Will you tell me that whole story, my child?" Sita narrated her entire account to Anasuya. "My father, King Janaka, is the ruler of Mithila. While he was ploughing the earth with a plowshare for a sacrifice, I was found by him in the soil. Since he had no children then, he regarded me as his daughter and entrusted me to his chief queen to be raised. When I came of marriageable age, my father was seized by great worry. No matter how much he thought, he could not find a suitable husband for me. Then he resolved to hold a Swayamvar for me and decided that he would give me in marriage to whoever could string the great bow kept in his house. Because, except for those who bear a divine portion, ordinary men are powerless even to lift it. Many kings came to the Swayamvar, bowed down, and went away unable to lift the bow. In the meantime, the great sage Vishwamitra came, along with Rama and Lakshman, to see the sacrifice. At Vishwamitra's request, my father had that bow brought and showed it to them. Rama lifted that bow with ease, fixed the string upon it, and as he drew it back, the bow cracked loudly and broke in the middle. Immediately, my father had a water pot brought for performing the gift of the maiden in marriage. But Rama said that he would not marry me without his father's permission. After that, my father sent word to Ayodhya and summoned King Dashrath, and then the marriage of the two of us took place." Hearing this story, Anasuya was very happy. She told Sita to adorn herself right there before her, and then sent her to Rama. When Rama saw all her adornments and asked, "Where are all these from?" Sita said that they were the gifts given by Anasuya. Rama and Lakshman were filled with supreme joy. Sita, Rama, and Lakshman spent that night in the hermitage of the great sage Atri. At sunrise the next day, they took leave of the great sage Atri. Atri said, "My son, in this forest there are also Rakshasas who eat human flesh. I will show you the path by which the sages go to the forest for fruits and return. Go by that path." Setting out by the path he showed, Sita, Rama, and Lakshman entered the dreadful Dandakaranya. The Ayodhya Kanda has ended. Chandamama Ramayanam, Part 16 is complete. For now, Swasti.